a few words on the movie The 24th. Now I was watching Sakari video, and let me get it up here. It was put up a couple of days ago, entitled it's on the Sakari page, entitled "Has Satan Been Bound for 1,000 Years Yet?" Sakari Flux Fridays 8/21 2020. And this is another controversial subject. Who is Satan? What is Satan? Who is Satan? And in this video, I'm 23 minutes in of a 5-hour long video. Anyway, he up to this point, he's breaking down everything right, hitting the right precepts, explaining it for people that who've been what's the word, mentally molested by plantation Christianity. You know, this is broken down the way it's supposed to be broken down scripturally. You know, when you do a word search on the word Satan in certain scriptures is mentioned as an actual spirit. Then you have Satan, the physical counterpart of the spiritual demon Satan, which is Esau, the so-called white man. The other day yesterday I tried to put in the word Esau. Who is Esau today? And there's not, unless it's an Israelite group that says that that's the so-called white man. Esau is not going to say it. Esau tap dances around, goes into something else. We don't know who he is. You know, we don't know. They know Esau know everything, and Esau's a damn liar, because in Ezekiel 28 it says, "Thou art more wiser than Daniel. There's nothing that they can hide from thee." So Esau knows everything, but he doesn't know, except for one thing. He doesn't know who the Edomites are. They know good goddamn well who the Edomites are. They know that they are the Edomites. The elite, the scholars, the biblical scholars, the biblical historians. They know everything. So they know who the Edomites are, and they know that they're the Edomites. So their thing is to keep it from people. Anyway, let me come back to this. Where the hell is it? Okay, here we go. Yeah, this is a trailer, a little bit more than 2 minutes long, of a movie called The 24th. And someone had put a comment in on the video that the Sakari put up about Satan. So I said, well, somebody said that it's likened to the movie Birth of a Nation, the second Birth of a Nation, about the story of Nat Turner. Well, in this movie, if you watch the trailer, it shows you the military men, which was Jake, that was stationed down south, and how they went through a lot of shit from the so-called white man, which is Esau. All this is a continuation of they struggled in her womb. And when you go back to Genesis 25 about the struggling, and you go into those words, it said they were having a fight. There was like an MMA death match. These two babies were trying to kill each other because they were two opposing spirits. You know, you got this individual named Jacob Blake, and by the way, the first thing I noticed about him, that individual that got shot 8 times, his first name is Jacob. Is that spiritual? Jacob means supplanter. Jacob's name was changed to Israel. So you can say that his name is also Israel. And the Most High is bringing, rising us up through struggle. You say they America's getting burnt. Man, America, the Most High is bringing, either the Most High is bringing judgment, or Esau is using his devices to burn down part of California. You got riots over here. You got the COVID. You got, man, this place is being plagued, man, because the Most High is not with this place. Let me do this. Let me do this. And you devils are going to sing God bless America. I got news for you. God ain't blessing America. Now, were you blessed at one time? Yeah, you were blessed to be the damn devil and to be on top. But now you're being plagued. Let me see. Psalms 91, if I'm not mistaken. Psalms 91. I know it's Psalms 91. If it's not the last verse, it's next to the last verse. Okay, Psalm 91 verse 10. You know what? Let me. This is another one. A quick 16 verse. Chapter, Psalms 91, and you can really read the whole chapter, and it's basically about the elect ultimately being beamed up before the destruction of Babylon the Great, which is America, and how we're going to actually be in those ships, and we're going to look down, and we're going to see the destruction. We're going to see Edomites being hit, certain buildings being destroyed. We're going to actually see those missiles completely annihilate this place called America, the great altar that the Most High set up in Isaiah, the 34th chapter. This is a great altar. When you have an altar, you have the witnesses. You have the two witnesses, Revelation 11, which represent Judah and Israel coming back together. There's been a lot of talk about the 12 tribe sign, a lot of controversy about the 12 tribe sign. So it's under attack. That part of the gospel is under attack. There ain't no 12 people. They say the 12 tribes is bullshit. Some of them say it's bullshit. There ain't no such thing as 12 tribe sign. And then others say, well, them people that call themselves Indians and so forth, they're not the Israelites. They're a bunch of Arabs or whatever the hell. Well, what are they? Tell me what they are. If these are not them people, when was 2nd Ezra, the 13th chapter, the 40th verse on down? When was that fulfilled? And what place did that go to? Somebody, we had the individual Patak from the Chicago camp, former head. He said that they never came to America on the sea. They walked over. Needless to say, he's no longer with us. But anyway, when you read this, I don't want to read the whole thing, but I'll start from the 5th verse. Psalm 91 verse 5. Thou shalt not be afraid for the terror by night, nor for the arrow that flieth by day. Now this arrow is not talking about a regular arrow. This arrow represents the ICBM missiles, because when you shoot an arrow from a bow, it goes up to a certain point and then it comes back down with force. And the same thing with the missiles. The arrow be the ICBM missile with its warheads in it, and the bow would be the silo, the missile silo. And what the missiles do is it goes up into the outer atmosphere, and then it comes back down in an arcing fashion on the target. And then it releases multiple warheads. We don't even know the number. You look up the number of missiles and warheads, they're going to give you certain numbers. We don't know how many. We do know by the scriptures, by Revelation what is that? Revelation the 9th chapter. That John heard it was 200,000. So, like I said, in other words, when I say we don't know how many missiles Esau has, but we know in the scriptures that ultimately 200,000 is going to hit this place. So, we made our testimony witness on the great altar, America, and so now the Most High is going to take us up, and He's going to make His final burnt sacrifice, which is Bozrah, which is Babylon the Great, which is America. And these top elite Bible historians, Bible scholars, they know that too. That's why the super rich are planning to get out of here in various ways. Amos 9, verse 2. It says, 5th verse, "Thou shalt not be afraid for the terror by night, nor for the arrow that flieth by day, nor for the pestilence that walketh in darkness, nor for the destruction that wasteth at noonday." Now, what does noonday? Noonday means every day has a highest point of the day. The sun goes up, it reaches the high point, which is straight up in the sky, which we know it's noon. You don't need a watch to look at. You can just look at the sun, where the sun is placed, and you can say, okay, it's 12 noon. So it represents the highest point of the day. So what does it mean with Esau going down? Well, he's going to go down to the highest point when he has the majority of the world microchipped. That's when the Most High is going to get him. So this destruction will not come until the majority of the planet is microchipped. Anyway, so it says, "Nor for the pestilence that walketh in darkness, nor for the destruction that wasteth at noonday. 1,000 shall fall at thy side, and 10,000 at thy right hand, but it shall not come nigh thee." Why wouldn't it come? These missiles hit us? Because we're going to be in these ships looking down. And there's one brother that said he had a dream and he saw us in the ships, and at the bottom of the ship was like clear crystal, and we were just able to look down and see it. So we're going to actually see it. It speaks about, matter of fact, it says it. Matter of fact, it says it in its verse, the 8th verse. "Only with thine eyes shalt thou behold and see the reward of the wicked." So what's the reward of the wicked? This nuclear fire, plus the lasers out of the ships, because you have made Yahweh, which is my refuge, even the Most High, thy habitation. Meaning we live for this thing. Why you think we look? So I don't even realize. Sometimes I'll do a video, then later on in the day I'll do another video, and I realize, oh wow, I did 3 videos in one day, or 4 videos in one day, or two videos in one day. We're doing videos every single day. And today we're in the Sabbath, so we're going to do videos as the Spirit leads us. It said, "There shall no evil befall thee, neither shall any plague come nigh thy dwelling." Now a plague, when you look up the word plague, you have these lightning bolts. They're called dry lightning bolts, I believe, that's hitting various areas in California. It's just destroying California. You got a homelessness situation. You got riots going on. This society's breaking down right before Esau's eye. Whether he's orchestrating part of it, we know that the Most High is doing this. Forest fighters, firefighters in the forest, a lot of times they'll set fires. They'll actually set fires in certain places to lead the other fire to that direction so it doesn't hit houses. So is Esau partially doing that? Anyway, it says a plague. The meaning of the word plague is a stroke, plague, disease, mark, Oh, the mark. A plague, spot, stroke, wound, stroke, mark of leprosy. Yeah, leprosy is a plague. You ever see Jake walking around? They look. There's one Jake I saw, man, was dark, but the Most High leprosized his face where it looked like he was wearing a leprosy mask. And I said, man, the Most High is creative, man. You wake up one day, you notice a patch. You dark, and you notice a patch of skin is white, and you kind of worry about it. Then another patch, the patch gets bigger. Then your leg get it. That's the plague of leprosy, man. This COVID-19 thing, whether it was set up in a laboratory or not, is a plague, man. This place is being plagued right now. Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. You can keep denying that you're Esau, but you are the Edomites. And that's why they demonize us, because this truth hurts, man, more than anything. It goes on to say, especially of strokes or calamities, which the Most High inflicts upon men. So the Most High is plaguing you. And you looking the way you look is a plague within itself. You having leprosy, which is a clean form of leprosy. Oh, it says here, Genesis 12, verse 17, and the Lord Yahweh plagued Pharaoh and his house with great plagues because of Sarai, Abram's wife. And then ultimately Egypt got totally plagued. The same thing. This is Egypt all over again. This is Egypt all over again. The scriptures, particularly in Revelation 11 chapter, refers to this place as Sodom and spiritually Sodom in Egypt. Also Sodom and Gomorrah in either Jeremiah 50 or Jeremiah 51. He compared this place to Sodom and Gomorrah. And Sodom and Gomorrah was destroyed by a massive fire coming from the sky. And the same thing's going to happen to this place. So, you know, you devils are done. You Edomites are done, man. And y'all need to hurry up and push that mark of the beast and set up them concentration camps, man. Anyway, coming back to this subject, the 24th, the movie, and I may just watch it. There's a scene in the movie where the main star, which is a light-skinned Jake, he said something to the effect of, and it's in this trailer, he said you can only, what happened was they were being discriminated against by Esau, and one of the Edomites said, this is the, what did he say? He said this is the Jim Crow era. So he was telling you, look, we're going to beat your ass because the Most High blessed us to do so. But the Jake said you can only push, I think he said you can only push a people so far, then they're going to come back and retaliate. So these Jakes had guns and they were in the military, man. So that's Jacob and Esau fighting in that womb. And it's your time to go, Esau. It's your time. You're going down. You're going down. That's why you make, and these guys are dangerous and they're terrorists and they're this and they're that and they're the worst people. You know why? Because we're telling you the truth. The Apostle Paul said in Galatians 4 verse 16, "Am I become your enemy because I give you the truth?" You're gonna deem us as the worst enemies of mankind. You're gonna deem us as the demons, but the only thing we're doing is telling you the truth. And the ones that's going to tell you this whole truth are the prophets, and we believe that we're the prophets, and I say that humbly. Anyway, with that, I'm going to say shalom. It's on to the next one. Shalom.